I am. Before you I stand. Fear not, my child. His presence was not only glorious and majestic, but had also all the splendor of his divinity, which made me stagger. Have you not heard that obedience to God Almighty comes before obedience to men? What have you done, my child? Although in the previous message God Almighty made it clear to me that I was not to travel on my own in that very long trip, I was influenced by Father O'Carroll saying that I could travel by myself, and by a friend who said that tickets would be cheaper if I met so-and-so in Indonesia instead of somewhere else, traveling from Switzerland with me. Because of this, I had consented. When I heard this last sentence, I felt God Almighty's surprise, but I felt at the same time that he was shocked. And his reproach was as this of a mother who surprises her child in doing something wrong. There was no harshness at all. There was also disappointment and sadness. While he was uttering these few words, he made me understand that he uttered them before. And before he completed the sentence, he gave me a light of perception of where and to whom he had given these words. After the message was completed, I opened Genesis 4:10 and read word for word when he had surprised Cain walking alone in the open country after he had killed his brother Abel. Just by that, I realized how grave my sin was. You belong to me! And although you are nothing, my love will always sustain you. Although you are wretched, my mercy will always bring you to your inheritance. Yes, it will bring you into my sacred heart. You're worth nothing in front of my glory and before my saints. I was glad to hear these words so that everybody reads them, especially those who never cease putting me on a high pedestal saying, Vasula, Vasula, instead of God, God, praise be to God. Yet when you are in my bosom, you're hidden in me. You're in the one who justifies sinners, forgives us. Then your soul, puny little creature, is considered as justified because of me. This was one of your faults, but however grave your sin, the sin of disobedience was, grace now will be even greater since you have realized. While writing this, he asked me, not on your own, but by my grace. You have realized what you have done. You have come to me to ask my forgiveness. Now you are alive again, but not by your own power, but by my power.